How's it going, YouTube? In this video I'm going to show you how to do a simple field stripping and cleaning of your AR-15 rifle. So first let's clear the weapon. Take out the mag, check it. Good to go. Okay. To make it easier, we're just going to go ahead and remove the sling and take off the optics just to make it a little, so you don't have to worry about throwing it around or banging it up or whatever. Okay. First step. Break it down. You're going to want to push. You actually don't need a tool for this. You just use your fingers. Or if you have like a little rubber punch or something so you don't scratch up the weapon, you're going to want to push this pin in as much as you can. Flip it around and just pull the rest of it out. And there you go. You can actually clean it without even taking out this pin, but for the sake of making things easier, I'm going to go ahead and take it out. To take this one out, you're going to do the exact same thing. Push it through a little bit, and then pull the other side so that it comes all the way through, and then you're separated. Upper, lower. Okay. Okay, what you're going to need to clean this is you're going to need a basic AR cleaning kit. Most rifles will come with one. Mine did. You'll need some, some gun solvent, hops number 9, some lubricant oil. I'm also using hops 9. And here I got my little kit. In my kit comes with a little handle piece, and then the little extensions. What you're going to want to do first is, if you shot a bunch of rounds through it and it's pretty dirty, you can run the little wire brush. Just see. You put together my little rod thing here. Okay. There we go. Got a whole long rod with a little turning handle. Actually, just a hold handle. You're just gonna, well, first you're gonna need to take the bolt out. So to do that, just pull the latch and pull the bolt right out. Set that aside, and then I just take the charging handle out because it makes things easier. So there we go. You can now see through the barrel. Ooh, isn't it pretty? Look. Okay. I'm not going to actually clean it because mine's clean. So I'm just going to show you what you would do. Now, some people I'm not really sure. Some people feel differently, but I don't feel comfortable using a metal wire brush through my barrel. I don't know that it would hurt anything. It might not hurt anything at all, but I just don't use this. What I would do to be safe is buy a nylon brush that has the little nylon fibers instead of metal. Just seems safer to me. But you'll run it through the barrel. I'm not going to actually put it in, but just run it down, give it a few good back and forth from both ends. And you know you're going to want to dip this in solvent, obviously. So after you get the stuff broken up, you're going to take this end off. And my kit came with this little tool. This is really, really helpful. You see it's skinny up at the top, and then it has this thick part, so you can get into the, let me see if I got a flashlight around so I can show you this. Yep. Okay. You see where the bolt locks in place in there? It's impossible to really point this out, but there's an area right before the barrel where the chamber's wide, and this piece really fits in there perfect, and you can, you know, give it a good in and out, and then get it real good and clean. So yeah, this piece is, I love this piece right here. Great piece to have. After you do that, you're gonna take your piece with a little loop in it, screw it in, and these patches right here they're way too big. Like, what you need is like a 22 kit will work great for a AR. You know, it's 223. The bullet's about the same width. So what you need is those little tiny patches that are like maybe half this size. This is just too thick to go through that barrel unless you were really shoving it in there. That's what she said. But yeah. So you'll dip that in some gun solvent, run it through the barrel a couple times, and then, you know, take it out, and you're going to put a clean patch on and go in and out, back and forth, and keep doing that until you're coming out with semi-clean patches, till they're not coming out with any debris on them anymore. Okay, and next step, after you've done the barrel, you can take your handy dandy little double-sided brush, dip it in some solvent, and just clean the inside of the chamber. Just clean everywhere. Clean the feed ramp, or whatever you want to call it. Clean the just scrub it good everywhere, all in there. And then, you know, wipe the gun solvent out with a patch. For this, you could use these big patches. That would actually be pretty helpful. Just wipe all the gun solvent out of it. And now the bolt. To clean the bolt, what I do is I just dip this in some gun solvent and give it a good scrubbing on the sides here, just all over. Don't really need to go in here because, you know, there's no wet. The round isn't going off in here. It's going up here. So I just kind of clean the front part a little bit. Maybe use the small side of the brush to get in these grooves right here. Just give it a good twice over. Then you're going to wipe all your gun solvent off of it, set it aside. As for the lower, I don't really know that you need to clean it. You know, for just a standard, you know, quick go over, I don't really know that it's necessary. I mean, you might go wipe the magazine chamber out, but it doesn't really, you don't really need to go over it with any gun solvent or anything, because, I mean, the hammer is hitting the striker, so it's not like, or the firing pin, so it's not actually, there's not combustion going on in here, so I don't worry about it. Next step, after we've, you know, put solvent on everything, now you're going to lube it up. To do that, I'm not going to act like I'm an expert, so I'm not really completely sure, but I'll tell you where I put oil. What I'll do is I'll put one drop down the barrel and let it just go around, just to keep the barrel oiled. It's a good idea with any gun. I mean, it's not going to hurt it. As for the firing pin, or I mean the bolt, what I'd like to do is I just like to put a drop or two just in these little moving parts. Just maybe drip a drop in there. Maybe put one in there and just kind of move it a little bit, get it working a little bit. And just, you want to oil up all the little moving parts basically. So, and it doesn't hurt to put a drop of oil down in the groupings here. But, yeah. And, you know, you'll want to go over the outside of the muzzle brake with some solvent just to get any, you know, blast off of there, whatever you want to call it. But that's pretty much it, you know, for just your basic quick cleaning after shooting. I mean, you could break it down further and clean it more if you wanted to, but there's not really any point in it, you know, just for your everyday cleaning. But let's put it back together. First step to putting it back together, take your charging handle, and you see these wide, where it gets a little wider? Well, to slide it in, you can see a little indentions inside here. Get my flashlight. Nah, you can't really see that. Well, maybe you can kind of see the little groove right there, right in here. Well, anyway, you're going to want to line that up. Get the wide part into those grooves, and then your charging handle's installed, and you're just simply going to slide your bolt in with this little top piece facing up. Just slide in and drop it in and click it. It's good to go. The upper is reinstalled. Let's see. Now to put the lower back on, pull your pins back out if you pushed them in. And you're always going to want to do the front pin first. Don't ever try and pin the back one first. It just doesn't make any sense. So just line her up. It's kind of hard to do when you're trying to look through a camera at the same time. But yeah, there we go. Get it in and just hinge it on. Snap it in. Push your pin back in, and you're done. It's a clean rifle. That simple. And then you can put your optics back on. Throw my sling back on. And we are done. Clean rifle. Well, if you have any questions, just comment. If you have any disagreements with the way I clean my weapon, let me know. I'm willing. I'm up for learning from anybody. You know. Tell me if I did something wrong. You know, we all got to learn somehow, but that's how I clean mine. So for any beginners out there, this might help you if you're just not sure. But yeah, thanks for watching. Tune in, subscribe. I'll have plenty more videos coming.